Hi dear students, this is Dr. Mamta Java, your microbiology faculty. I welcome you all to the episode 5 of NEET PG 24 Microbiology Recall series, wherein I'm discussing one MCQ per episode or video. I hope you did see the previous 4 episodes also. And in this very episode, I'm going to discuss a question which was asked in paper 1, and the question goes like this. A person ingested oysters and developed diarrhea. Hemolysis was seen on Vagatsuma agar when the patient sample was inoculated on it. This phenomenon is seen in. Pretty simple question, guys. Even without looking at the options, we know it is what organism? It is Vibrio parahemolyticus because of the intake of oysters key history given in the question and hemolysis having been observed on the Vagatsuma agar. It is not Vibrio cholerae or Salmonella typhi. I got only these 3 options from the students. In case you are able to recall the fourth option, please let me know in the comment section. Now let's learn more about this organism, that is Vibrio parahemolyticus. Now there's a pic of oysters over here, which I've put up. So the first thing you need to remember about Vibrio parahemolyticus is that its infection is associated with the intake of raw or uncooked seafood, typically oysters, which was mentioned in the question. Now, this fellow Vibrio parahemolyticus is an example of a halophilic vibrio. Now, halo means salt and phile means to love. So, halophilic vibrios are those vibrios which can tolerate a high salt concentration that is more than 6%. Unlike Vibrio cholerae, which can tolerate at the max up to 6% of NaCl, not more. But those species of genus Vibrio which can tolerate more than 6% of NaCl, they are referred to as the halophilic vibrios, one example of which is Vibrio parahemolyticus. Now, the important virulence factors of this organism are number one, the capsule, that is the polysaccharide capsule, and it's a virulence factor because it is antiphagocytic. The second virulence factor is a hemolysin, which is heat stable, that is thermostable. Then the third virulence factor is urease enzyme, which is produced by some strains, not all the strains. Urease enzyme is going to break down urea, producing ammonia, which is going to buffer the gastric acid. And last but not the least, this organism also has got the ability of producing type 3 secretion systems, which are nothing but a proteinaceous, bridge or a tunnel connecting the organism, the bacterium, with the host cell. And through this proteinaceous tunnel, the bacterium is able to inject its own proteins into the host cell, and that is how this serves as a virulence factor. Now, lab diagnosis. Morphologically, this organism has got some unique features which you need to remember. Like for instance, this organism is capsulated. As I said, capsule is an important virulence factor also. Then the fresh isolates of this organism are going to show bipolar staining. This again is an MCQ. Which of the following organisms shows bipolar staining? So remember, one important example is Vibrio parahemolyticus. And the organisms in old cultures tend to show pleomorphism. And as far as motility is concerned, this fellow is motile by virtue of peritrichous flagella. Then on TCBS agar, this fellow shows green colored colonies and not yellow colonies, unlike Vibrio cholerae. The green colonies are produced because this organism does not ferment sucrose. Please remember that. Then Kanagawa phenomenon. Now Kanagawa phenomenon is seen on a special kind of blood agar, that is Vagatsuma agar. Now guys, all these names Kanagawa, Vagatsuma, they are Japanese names. This organism actually was first discovered in Japan in the year 1953, and the cases have escalated since 1993 from several countries including Japan, and in India this organism was first isolated from Kolkata. Now, what does Kanagawa phenomenon mean? Now, Vagatsuma agar, as I said, is a special kind of blood agar. What is special about it? This blood agar is made using human blood. Okay, so on this blood agar, that is Vagatsuma agar, those strains of Vibrio parahemolyticus, which are hemolytic, which show beta hemolysis, they are said to be pathogenic. But Those strains of Vibrio parahemolyticus which are non-hemolytic on Vagard summa agar, they are said to be non-pathogenic for human beings. Simple to remember. जो ब्लड सेल्स को तोड़ देंगे वो खराब हैं, वो पैथोजेनिक हैं, वो हमारा खून चूसेंगे. लेकिन जो पैथोजेनिक नहीं है, नॉन पैथोजेनिक ones are going to spare the RBCs present in this blood agar which has got the human blood. So just remember it like that. So Kanagawa phenomenon is what it means. Yes, the presence of beta hemolysis on Vagard summa agar, which tells you that the strain which was inoculated on Vagard summa agar is a pathogenic strain. Then swarming is seen on blood agar, and urease test is, as I said, positive in a few strains, seen in a few strains only. Then salt tolerance test can be done. As per the definition of halophilic vibrios, this organism can tolerate a salt concentration of more than 6%. How much salt it can tolerate? It can tolerate up to 8%. 8% NaCl it can tolerate, and this tolerance is tested in the test known as the salt tolerance test. Please remember this. Then, coming to the treatment aspects, most of the cases of gastroenteritis by this organism are self-limiting. Okay, and the treatment is on the same lines as that of cholera treatment. Antibiotics are to be given only in case of very severe gastroenteritis and extra intestinal disease or manifestations, which are usually seen in people who have got some underlying uh, morbidities. Like for example, you can remember them as DIL, where D stands for diabetes mellitus, I stands for immunosuppression, then the second I stands for iron overload, and L stands for liver pathology, some kind of liver disease which the patient might be suffering from, some underlying liver disease. So that's about this particular episode, guys. Please stay tuned for more episodes. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, smash the bell icon for notification for future videos, and please check out all the links of my social media handles in the description of this video. Thank you. God bless.